So like you start, there's the mic working. So it usually starts off shite. It gets better after a few minutes. Good morning, Jay, Vincent, Spud, there's a Fox, Yogi, Robert, Mr. Beautiful Blues. I know it starts off dodgy, Mr. BB, but I'm sure it'll sort itself out. Let me see what I can do. Yo. Is that any better, people? Give us a one if it's okay. Is that better? Give us a one if it's okay. Is it any better? One. Thank you, Yogi, mate. Perfect. Thank you. Nerd, thank you. KP Nuts, good to see you. Robert, good to, well, I'm saying morning, but it's afternoon, people. Benjamin Pickett. I will never conform. Link for Vincent and JOJ afternoon time and chat. Well, I have seen a little bit of Vincent's comments, and I've seen JOJ's response. But I truly believe what JOJ is doing. He has his own beliefs. Of course, he has. Everyone has their own beliefs, and he believes what he's doing is right. Most of us believe what he's doing is wrong. But that's just it. He surely made a target for his own back there now by doing what he's doing. So if you are listening, JOJ, I think you've made a mistake by trying to bring people's channels down. Okay? It's not, I don't think it's your place. In my opinion, you have your own. I don't think it's your place to criticize anybody for what they believe or what they say. Someone doesn't believe what you believe is not it. Doesn't mean that they're in the wrong. I don't know. So if anybody wants the link, they're going to have to ask for it. But no shit, no abuse. Be good. I'm trying to, I can't even, can one of the mods put up subscribers mode for me? Because I can't do it at the moment. I've had a few new subscribers and I appreciate you all. I'm getting there. I'm up to 580 now. So slowly but surely. I know I was on 1,800 before. He's gone. He's the swamp. We'll not stop. And surely he's made a rod for his own back. I don't believe anybody has the right to bring any other channel down. You know, you can make a comment on your page by saying you disagree with what they're saying. That's fair enough. But to drag people, you know, to try and bring their channel down or report them to the police is just the lowest of low. We're not all built the same, people, are we? You know, hey, art hostage. This afternoon now, mate. I don't want to pull you up in morning, but this afternoon, it's nearly 12:15. Hey, John the Secret Penguin. So yes, I've seen a few. I'll put a link out. I'm unable to pin it. I'm unable to pin it at the moment, so I won't be on for long today because I want to watch Man United. I think I'm able to watch them on the stick somewhere, you know. So I'll just stick that out there. So I will never conform. The Beautiful Blues. I'm just gonna, yeah. I've just unplugged the phone. Now it's beeping away. I've just got rid of my landline. It doesn't do anything. So it's just wasted. I'm not paying BT to fucking have something sat there that I can't fucking use or don't use. All right, oh, Mr. BB, I'll see if I can. Can't do it on my bloody phone a minute. You bastard thing. Afternoon, Gramps, mate. How you doing? Hope you're well, Gramps. In YouTube, Tyrone bringing up dead people family is okay. No, it's not okay. Not okay at all, Mr. BB. You know that. They got Gramps. Hey, Cowpat. There you go, Cowpat. Hey, Nessie, how you doing, girl? Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Ness. Yeah, I've just been sitting back lately and just chilling out, listening to what's going on. So I only threw a little quick one out there this afternoon now before the trying to catch a Man United game. What did Vincent say, Tyrone? Don't pretend you never saw it. Yogi vid, JOJ causes. I don't know if he said that because if that's what he said. I don't know, Mr. BB. That's between Vincent and JOJ. Okay, cheers, we're now come home. Yeah, that's she's going back to the thing of people wanting me to kick people out for saying things, you know. He hasn't said it yet. That's just what I'm saying. If he'd said it yet, I'd kick it out. You know, he hasn't said it yet. I know, and I believe in what he said. What you said, Vincent, if you still listen, I believe what you said was wrong. You shouldn't have said that. But that's you, Vega. But that's just my opinion. So, Mr. BB, I agree with you. It's wrong. But JOJ is cloud chasing because he wants to get monetized. Like Dave, there could be some truth in that. Let me see if this is Vincent. Keep it chilled, Vincent. Keep it chilled. Vincent?
Well, I'm always chilled, Tyrone.
There you go.
Not a hair on my head will shift during this little diatribe. First of all, I'd like to open in a very calm way by saying bollocks to Mr. Beautiful Blues. I never raised it here. In fact, the perpetrator who raised families was you, Blues. So you're responsible for your own accusations. You should be removed from the chat and maybe blocked for a day because your obsession with families still remains. I'd like to further add that I think men have a large, an endearing and long-standing responsibility to their family, their friends, and the wider circle. I think when somebody in that circle, let's just call it the circle, family, friends, everyone else, this circle, when somebody in that circle is lacking, there's a man that steps forward. There's a man that steps forward and funds it, or provides it, or makes it, or creates it, or invents it. And those men are in short supply these days, Mr. Blues. And I think the subject matter that you raised earlier is one just fine example of those type of men. Because if you read his response, he takes no social responsibility whatsoever. Let me assure you, in the same place, if something had happened to somebody that I loved, it would break my heart and it would probably haunt me for the rest of my life. Unfortunately, some men have no ability to be these strong, caring, providing types, do they, Mr. Blues? Because you spend most of your time drinking cheap alcohol, smoking weed, and whining about how terrible your life is while sat in some council house shithole paid for you by the taxpayer. So you carry on being the man that you are, Mr. Beautiful Blues. Stop criticising the type of man I wish to be, please. Thank you.
Thank you. And how are you, Mr. Vincent?
I'm very good, Tyrone. Very good. I'm in pain.
How's the leg?
Oh, I had a bit of surgery yesterday. Well, call it surgery. It's not surgery. It is surgery, but it's not surgery. I had a biopsy. So they've cut down into my leg in two places, down to the bone, to retrieve test sample tissue. So when I got there yesterday, I went to see a proper dermatologist specialist, and sort of they do all the sort of the. Sorry, is someone coming on?
Yeah, Futoy. Let's just you're your boss, Futoy.
Yeah, it's me. Can you hear me?
Futoy.
Can you hear me? Hold on, it's a new headset, so.
Yeah, you're on. You're there, Futoy.
What's the volume like?
Yeah, you're loud and clear. Yeah.
All right, nice.
Not as loud as Vincent, but you're loud.
You are a bit loud, Futoy. I don't know if I'm any lower or any higher, but am I? I'll move my microphone away.
Hold on, I'll put it on automatic. How's that? Is that any better?
That's better, Futoy.
I don't know.
That's grand.
Oh, just keep talking, Futoy. We'll tell you if you're too loud.
All right. Yeah, well, of course, Vincent, you know me, Vincent, right? You know me, right? Now, come on, man. You have no idea of the details of that situation. You have no idea.
I'm not getting a telling off here, am I?
You are getting a fucking telling off.
So continue, please.
Thank you. You don't know the details of it. Right.
Of what? What? You're talking incredibly cryptically here.
Oh, with JJ and his JJ and his fiance. Oh, hold on. I'm not finished.
No. Tyrone wants it calm. I'm going to keep it calm. I'm going to make sure you keep it calm. Futo, you're going to have to explain yourself a little better for me, please.
All right. You're having a go at JOJ's situation with his fiance, who unfortunately passed away.
Very unfortunately.
Why though? But you don't know the details. You're assuming and making up a narrative. I don't think that's a good thing to do. You know nothing about it.
How do you know I don't know the details?
Because I just do. You don't. You don't know the details of it.
Is this a hunch, Futoy?
Come on, Vincent. Listen, I know your entertainment. I know you get off on people liking how you create drama and stuff. So we both know this is what this is.
I don't get off on this.
Yes,
I
you
came here to see my best mate Tyrone.
Oh, yeah.
I came here to see my best mate Tyrone. That's it. You came on the trouble causing.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Listen.
Well, tell me how I'm wrong, Futoy. This is going to help the people in the chat side with you, because you're not a very popular character. You are not very popular with the people in the chat. But if you can pull this off, Futoy, you might get a few fans in the chat. So explain yourself well.
I was doing that, and then you interrupted with your blah blah.
Okay, go. Let's go.
Listen. I unlike you, I don't have main character syndrome. Right, so
every new paraphrase you learn, you dish it out, you carry it around in a big wheelbarrow, and you give it to everyone. Every new paraphrase. Oh, come on, Futoy. Get lost. Don't do that. Be original. Think of your own shit.
Tyrone, can I get a word in? Or
yes.
There's no point me being here if I can't talk to you.
But if you're just going to be predictable, Futoy.
Listen, no, you're predictable. In 5 minutes, you're going to have a go at my ears or some nonsense, some childish nonsense like that.
I like your ears.
Listen, stay quiet and let me talk. Okay. All right? Behave yourself.
Deal. Right? You've got me, Futoy.
Do it then. Shush. Right, so I don't think you need to. There's a lot of things you do that you don't need to do, and you don't need to go there. Somebody's dead fiance, dude. You're mirroring BBA. Is there no line you won't cross? You don't know about that situation, and I know for a fact you don't know about the details of that situation, only what you've heard from JOJ or possibly newspapers, right? You ain't some mad detective that you think you are, all right? You ain't. All right. So why do you go there? Why did you need to bring his dead fiance up for a fucking YouTube?
Let me tell you.
Can you not control yourself? Can you not put in the reins a little bit? Do you need to go there? That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you. How... So I'm going to ask you a question. I just want you to answer it honestly. And I'll accept your answer, and I'm not going to judge you. So if you had a sister or a cousin, female, who had gone out on a night out, had been drugged by some fella in a nightclub, and she then sadly died because of that drugging. But no, hold on, because the drugging was a little bit too much. What would be your thinking on that situation?
Yeah, Vincent, I wasn't going to interrupt you. I have manners. That's the difference.
Okay.
Right. So my manners allowed you to finish, right?
You have
so
no
remember
fans
that.
in the chat so far, Futoy. You need to try harder.
No.
But hold
on. I have no fans in the chat. Well, let's talk about. I have no fans in the chat. Fucking hell!
I own those whorehouses, Mr. Beautiful Blues. I own those whorehouses.
You bastards in chat! I come up here and spill my guts, and you're not my fan. Let's talk about that. No, let's not deviate.
Please, Futoy, you know your answer. Your answer would sidle with me, so therefore you're just going off on some tangent.
He asked me a question and then he don't let me answer because, of course, he's afraid of the answer.
I'm waiting for your answer.
Vincent has learned how I work.
I haven't learned. I haven't studied you. I haven't studied you at all, Futoy. You're little or no interest.
It puts him in fear. Do you see the way he tries to dig?
Ever
tries to change the
since you
subject?
released the Futoy files and it all failed, then I lost a lot of respect for you, Futoy. Honestly, I had more respect for you at the start than I do now. But answer my question, please. For Tyrone's sake.
I was trying to. Now, so everybody who's all against me and hates me in chat, listen, do you see what he's doing here? Notice it. Study him. That's what I ask you to do. He won't let me answer. He'll ask a question, and on every word I go on, he'll bring up something else. He'll try to deviate away from the original.
Tyrone, can you mediate here, please? Can you mediate and tell him to stick to the subject at hand?
You don't. You went on making up some story that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's not the same thing.
Relevant.
According to JOJ, who was one of the main people involved in it, that's not what happened.
He was the main player character.
Is he lying? Is he lying, Vincent?
Am I lying?
One of yours is.
Oh, well, you're not sure because you just said one of his is. There we go. Thank you.
So
continue. Answer my question, please.
Right. So do you notice there, chat?
You're very easy to play with here, Futoy. You know, I find it more challenging talking to people like Gamer and AJ Smith.
So he knows he's got out. He knows he's wrong. He knows what I'm saying is correct. But what he's doing now is he's trying to trigger me, right? So notice that. And knows he'll do it with other people as well. He'll try to trigger.
Take charge, please.
Because, Tyrone, only allow Vincent to speak. Let me translate. Tyrone, only allow Vincent to speak because I don't like what he's saying.
I don't like speaking about JOJ's bereavement and anything like that. So we can get off track with. But I think we're going to leave it there. Futoy, you shouldn't have brought it up. Vincent shouldn't have mentioned it. You shouldn't have brought it up. So if you're going to want to talk about something, by all means, but let's not discuss that man's dead fiancé, please.
Well, it's what came up to discuss.
It's been discussed on other panels. Futoy, why didn't you jump on last night to discuss it on the other panel?
Because I'm not around. I don't use internet so much in summer. Just the odd time.
Why didn't you ask me my motivation, Futoy? Why didn't you? Hold on.
You cannot.
Why didn't you dig a little deeper before you made your assumptions?
Stop your excuses. There's nothing. You're very like BBA. There's nothing that could have happened in this world to make it okay for you to say that shit that you said. Simple as. And go on, call me names, say how much people in chat don't like me, all this nonsense.
I didn't call your name, Futoy.
Do you know there's more people online that like me that even know who you are, dude?
I didn't call you a name, Futoy. You're making stuff up now.
Oh, not tonight. But
all I said was you're not very popular over this side. I'd like you to increase your popularity.
I couldn't care less.
And there are certain techniques you could employ to do that.
I'm not into manipulating people.
Futoy.
I'm not into manipulating people, Vincent, like you are.
You seem to be more Oh,
I'm an
Futoy, stop.
honest, upfront, truthful person, and you can't handle that. And that's what
No,
you fear. Because
don't
it tears
want to
down your
handle.
narrative. It
don't-
tears down your
I
narrative.
don't
That's why you
want
don't
to
want me to
handle
speak.
you, Futoy.
That's why you don't want me to speak, right? Because of Tyrone
Oh,
said
my
what he
Lord.
said,
Oh, Lord.
we're not going to talk about it
It's
anymore.
hard
Well, all I came up to say,
be
you don't have to go that dirty.
when
That
you're perfect in
bad.
every
Futoy, let me
way.
ask you this: have you jumped up to have a go at Vincent because you've fallen out with him?
No. Because he had to go with somebody's dead fucking fiance. What the fuck?
I didn't have a go at her.
Is it so hard to understand, Tyrone?
I understand fully. I don't want to talk about it, but I mean, you've got this
It's
grievance.
the- it's-
You used to be best of buddies of Vincent, and you've fallen out. And I was wondering if that's why you jumped up to have a
He
dig
used
at
to
him.
No,
email
well-
me, Tyrone, all the time.
Here he
He used to
goes.
email me with
No,
pictures
listen,
from
listen.
the Blue Oyster Club.
Listen. Like, there's a lot of things I like about Vincent, but he also goes too far.
He's
sometimes.
sounding like my mother now.
Right? He also goes too far. I mean, this is one of those situations where he's gone too far, and I want to be one of the people who's going to speak up about it because I don't accept it. I don't want it. I don't want to come onto YouTube and hear somebody fucking berating somebody's dead relative or fiance or whatever. No, thank you, Vincent.
There was
You
no
don't-
beration
and
of
you
anyone.
don't. Yes, there is. You went on about her being
was not.
a midget and all this. What the fuck's that got to do with anything?
It was relevant to the story.
What? No, yeah, relevant. Go on, tell us how. Go on. You had the floor.
Well, when people talk about you, they refer to you as a midget.
Oh, no,
'cause
hold
you're
on.
very small too. You're a
Hold
small
on.
person, Futoy.
Oh, so it's a weapon for you? Is that what it is?
It's
so
not a
why
weapon,
were you
no, it's called a
using her
descriptor.
height? So
It's
why were
called
you using her height
It's called
to
a
berate her?
descriptor.
Why? It's had nothing to
It-
do with
it
it.
didn't
Her
berate
height
her.
meant nothing. How did her height have
berate her.
anything to do with your
You're getting
investigation?
paid to do this, Futoy, because they need to be asking for a
Come
refund.
on,
If you're
come
getting
on,
paid
come
for
on.
this,
Answer
if
the
you're
question.
on the clock,
Stop deflecting.
somebody's been fucking
Stop
robbed.
deflecting, Vincent. Answer the question. What has
Jesus
her
Christ.
height got to do with the story? Come on.
It was very relevant. You have to listen
You
to
have the
what I
floor.
said.
You have the floor. Go for it.
Yeah, I've had the floor the whole time, Futoy. It
Go
was
ahead.
very relevant to what I said, and you have to go back and listen to that. I'm not going to
Oh,
raise
so you're
it
not
here
going
on
to answer the
Tyrone.
question. You're not going to
You
answer
know,
the question.
actively now we have two people raising this subject, wishing to thrash it out. I'm happy to discuss, and I'm happy
Well,
to
answer
provide
the
reason
question, then.
and logic for you,
Well, do it
Futoy.
then. Stop
If you
talking about it
cannot
and do it.
process
Put
reason
your
or
money where
logic,
your mouth
that's
is.
on you. I
Put your
can
money where your
explain
mouth
it
is.
to you. I cannot
it then.
understand it for you.
Do it. Explain it. Why has her height got
I
anything
have.
to do with anything?
I have.
Why bring it up in the first place?
I have.
So many questions, Vincent. And you,
No,
I know
one
for a
question.
fact
One
you
question.
won't
Would I
answer
answer it?
any of them? You
Tyrone,
won't
this
answer
is
any of them.
laborious now. I don't know if you want to kick him off. He normally gets kicked off about now and doesn't get back on for
that's
2-3 weeks. So
Well,
if you want to do that now, do
I
it
don't
now.
want to kick him off. I want people to have
Hey,
their
it's up to
say,
you.
but I don't want this discussion.
No,
Not
the
the right
discussion
way.
is why does he feel the need to go that far? Why did he say this? Why did he say that? He says, I have the answer, but not give the answer. Come on, what sort of bullshit is that? Give the fucking answer. Stop fucking avoiding it.
It was. I've
There's
given you the answer.
consequences.
Oh,
There's
Christ.
consequences for our actions.
Tyrone, just if we go backstage and just let Futoy fucking rattle on like an old Irish fishwoman for the next hour, it'll get out of his system. Me, you come back and we'll talk about
Still
my
hasn't answered
biopsy
the
yesterday.
question.
We'll talk about my harrowing
Yeah, that's
biopsy
the point,
yesterday,
right? That's the
which
point.
kept me awake all night.
Still hasn't answered the question. Still won't answer the
Yeah,
question.
it got
Why
answered,
anything?
Futoy.
Oh, my poor leg. Don't
It
ask me
got
hard
answered,
questions.
Futoy.
Don't
Jesus
no, it
Christ.
didn't. No, it fucking didn't. Saying I have
Oh,
the
my
answers is
Lord.
not answering it, dude. You did not answer nothing. You're avoiding it.
Lord.
You're using all these tactics to get
It's-
away
no,
from.
there's no
Listen,
tactic,
listen,
Futoy.
listen.
You
listen.
think your
You
brain
are-
is
you
so
are
frazzled.
entertaining.
You think somebody's using some kind of wordsmithery against you. I
Tyrone,
simply
he's
said
talking.
the question
Put
was
him down,
answered.
Tyrone. Put him down,
Futoy,
Tyrone.
your
He's
brain
talking.
cannot process that.
Wow, he's talking.
Very
Put him
funny.
down. Put him down. Oh, wow. Listen, you haven't answered the questions.
Are you
You're
feeling
avoiding it.
empowered at the moment, Futoy? What's empowered you?
Can I ask
Nothing.
you a question, please, Vincent? Vincent,
Yes, of course,
sorry,
Tyrone.
Why are you taking the mick of someone's bad leg? It's quite a serious infection, and you're making light of it.
Can I answer? I'm
You
not.
jump it up,
I'm
go on.
not. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm
You just did
pointing
it.
out. Oh, let me speak. Let me speak. Or you won't understand if you don't let me speak, right? So, what he's doing is he's using that to change the topic. He won't answer the questions that he needs to answer.
That was the
There's
topic we were
consequences for
on
our
before you
actions.
came on.
Listen, Tyrone, if it's not here, it's going to be somewhere else, right? So you might as well just let it be here, dude. Right?
Yeah, do it here with the skillful, barrister-like
Right?
abilities of Futoy to pick apart the subject and to analyze it like a scientist. Yeah, Futoy, employ all of your skills. Employ all of your skills, Futoy.
Allow me to
Fucking
berate somebody's dead fucking fiance.
That is about the 10th time he's stated that now, Tyrone. Why do you feel the need to say berate somebody's dead fucking fiance? It's a perverted way of saying
That's
it.
why I'm here. Because
This
that's
is a
why
perverted
I'm here.
way of saying it.
But I
Futoy.
should leave you alone because you had a poor sore
No,
leg.
no, come at me. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. But use better words. Use your words.
Hey,
Futoy.
I'll do what I
Use
want,
your
not
words.
what you want me to do, dude. I'll do what I want. Right?
course you will.
So see, the thing is, right? You provide a lot of drama and entertainment for the community, and we do appreciate
Well,
it.
you're the one doing
right?
the drama at the moment.
Just keep the drama and entertainment going, and you'll be all right. Don't worry. Just once you keep that
Well,
up, you'll be
I
all
don't
right.
need to be all
The
right,
thing
Futoy.
is-
I was all right already.
The thing is, no, you weren't. The thing is, though,
I was.
don't go so far. That's my only topic.
Yeah,
It's not the
maybe,
first time that I've seen
Oh,
you do
you're
it.
fucked now. Colin, get him.
Oh, get me. So all I'm saying is don't go so far. It's not a good look, Vincent.
No, you're kind of labouring the point now. You're making this far more uncomfortable
Well,
for
that's
those
all my point. That's all my
concerned
point is.
than it
But
was before.
trying to get past your fake fucking built up ego is crazy hard. What I said, I'm not saying
it's not a
wrong.
fake ego, Futoy.
I'm not
This
saying
ego is real. This ego is real. The ego has fucking
Vincent.
landed on you.
Maybe it
Vincent,
has.
good
Maybe it
evening,
has.
good afternoon. Hello, you're all well. Tyrone,
Migsy. How you love?
Megs.
I don't know what's your name. Futoy. I hope you're all okay.
Can I just address
Hello,
something?
Mixie.
Let me just address this in the chat. Mr. BB, you've typed in there several things now about Vincent and me, and now you're calling me a cunt. Get on the panel, have you say it with Vincent, and let that be an end to it. Don't just sit in the chat and fucking have a dig at me, call me a cunt. Jump up, yeah. Right, thank you.
See, Mr. Blues' angle is that you are scared of me, Tyrone, and you are allowing me to just say what I want willy-nilly. I'd like to add, I'm not saying anything willy-nilly, but the fellow
Vincent,
below
you're
is. But
fucking
Mr. Beautiful
scared
Blues,
of you, lad.
Mr. Blues is not concerned with what anyone else says. He has a problem with me. And as for Tyrone's a stronger man. Well, you know the men I was describing earlier, Blues? Tyrone's one of them men. One of them men, them strong ones. So
Vincent,
give it a rest.
Question there for Futoy.
Yeah, can I address that? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right, can I not be interrupted?
Go on.
Would that be okay, Vincent? Right, so bringing channels
How
down.
delicate is he, Colin?
I guess not. Sorry, Tammy, I can't answer. You don't want me to answer. Sorry, Tammy.
You've had complete silence, and then you keep going, well, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I
He's
say
still
it?
talking.
You're like in a detail relationship
One of
where
my
you
walls
know
still
it's
to me.
ended,
I
but
think
you
I'll
just
jump
want to
back outside.
punish them.
This isn't for me, lad.
He's still talking. He's still talking. Main
I'll
character
stick
syndrome.
about, Colin.
Main character syndrome.
Address the question.
I'm sorry you have that. Right. Bringing channels down for wrong speak. It depends, right? Because if it's just
Well, you have a
banter-
history of threatening this, don't you, Fujoy?
Right, just having banter and stuff, of course not.
Yeah.
But if the channel is
Yeah,
like
you do.
all out racism and fucking talking about pedos or
You don't
encouraging
get
that,
to decide. You don't get to decide the metric by which
Don't
we
start
measure
talking shit like
offence
that, lad,
or
about
racism.
pedos. Whoa,
You
whoa,
do
whoa,
not.
whoa, whoa.
You do
No,
not
that's
get to
don't-
decide
stepping
that
the mark
metric,
there. No.
Fujoy. Let me
Sorry.
assure you. There are people here far more intelligent than you
I don't
can
know
work
what
out
I mean.
where the line is.
You won't
You
let
do
me
not.
talk! You won't let me talk, Tyrone! Put him down, or this is about the time he gets kicked off.
You don't have the emotional ability to work out where that line is.
So you
Futoy.
see,
I'm
guys,
so sorry
he won't
to
let
hit
me
you with
answer
that.
because Vincent knows me, and Vincent is in fear
Oh,
of me
my
and me talking.
Lord.
That's why he does it, Vincent. That's why you do it, dude. That's
I
why you
fear
do it.
you.
All
I
this
fear you,
drama,
Futoy.
all this fake, because I wrote down your
I fear him.
falseness and your
I
fakeness.
fear him. He's
I
biting
know,
my
get a grip of What's
ankles.
going on here, mate? Put a stop to it.
Right. So if channels are
It's not
absolutely
your channel,
racist,
mate. They're just overrunning your channel. They got a grip.
if channels are absolutely racist and doing bad things, fuck yeah, bring them down. Fuck yeah, report them to police.
Well,
fuck
by
racists
which
and fuck
metric?
anybody who supports
By
racists.
which metric? Because you are a man
you,
who
Vincent,
uses the
are
word
you racist?
gammons. You are a man that uses the word gammons.
I've never
okay?
said gammon.
Yes, you have. Yes, you
I've
have.
never said it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it or you're a liar. Prove it or you're a liar. Clips, get the receipts or you're a liar. You're a liar, Vincent.
Yeah.
You're a liar. I've never used that term before in my life.
Can I intervene in that
Not even.
question, please?
Hold up there. Hold up there. I'm
mid-fucking
sentence. I'm mid-sentence. You let me finish my fucking sentence.
Yeah, you haven't stopped talking.
See how
20 minutes.
angry he is,
Get away the edgeways,
Cry me a fucking river. Not mid-sentence.
Hey, fucking cry you. Don't even
Cry
go
me a
there with
river.
me, lad.
I'll go anywhere with anybody. You don't know me,
No,
so...
No, you
won't.
cry,
Listen,
Futoy.
Tyrone,
I have
get
not
a
even
bit of
said... I have not even said gammon when I've gone to buy a fucking gammon.
What's you on about?
No, Futoy, at least somebody else speak, please.
Mid-sentence.
Mid-sentence, you haven't stopped for 20 minutes.
I'm not
anyone else
going to
saying
interrupt you mid-sentence too then. If it's okay for you, it's okay for me. If not, like, fuck the lot of yous. Trust me.
Yeah. What alcohol are you on at this time of the day, Futoy?
If that's the way you want to do it, that's the way you want to fucking do it.
What alcohol are you drinking, Futoy?
I tell you, you'll find out who I am. Right? I'm the person who doesn't let you interrupt me mid-fucking sentence.
Listen,
I won't let
Sunshine.
you fucking talk mid-sentence.
Oh,
no, you
whatever.
listen, Sunshine. No, you listen, fucking Sunshine.
No, I'm not interested in what you've got to say.
Don't fucking Sunshine me. I was mid-sentence, bitch.
See how he doesn't speak to me like that, Colin, but he does you.
Vincent, you're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Yeah, it's too late now, Futoy.
Mate, the difference is... You will take a debate.
Anyway, I was mid-sentence. I take the debate whenever I want to. Do you know why? Because I can. I don't give a fuck. That's what you need to learn, Migsy. I don't give a fuck.
I don't have to, mate. I'm 56 years of age. You don't tell me what I need to and don't learn. It's Tyrone's channel, and you're coming on giving people shit. Have some respect for the host.
Exactly.
No, you don't have to say exactly to me. Have some respect for Tyrone, the host.
No, I've always had respect for Tyrone, but I'm no fucking bitch.
You have respect by shouting and fucking abusing people and I'm not threatening nobody.
You interrupted me mid-sentence. How fucking rude is that? Wait till I finish the sentence.
I'm going, mate. I can't be asked with a little fucking...
I'm sorry you're going, Colin.
Off you go. One down, one to go. Off you go. Off you trot. Off you trot. Go buy some tampons.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, the only things you do with tampons, lad, is putting up your ass and putting me out to stop the shit coming out your fucking mouth.
Oh, you got me. Good one.
Yeah,
Good one, buddy.
You're just a little fucking nobody from nowhere. Go and shut your mouth and fuck off.
Oh, you're somebody, are you? You're somebody?
No, I'm not a nobody from nowhere, but you're not going to come in here and tell me at 56-year-old man.
This is Tyrone's show, remember?
Please, mate. Tyrone,
Colin, this is Tyrone's show, not
yours. Get rid of
yours.
him, mate, because I'm going to lose it in a minute. I will really lose it, and I don't want to disrespect it.
Go ahead. Show me what you got.
Hey, lad,
show me what you got.
Tyrone, mute him, please. Thank you.
Right, listen, dickhead.
I've kicked him.
Come to Brutal in Liverpool, Strand Road where the Astor is, and come and wave at me, and I'll come over and see you. So shut your mouth and go away, you little fucking insignificant baby. Fuck off. I'm sorry, Tyrone. He pushed it and pushed it and pushed it, and I don't like being like that, Si. I'm sorry, mate, on your channel. I really apologise, but I'm not putting up with little gobshites like that anymore. I've had enough.
He just jumped up to call grief on the channel, I think. Futoy, when you calm down, you can come back.
Tyrone, listen, mate, if he comes back, I'll get off so there's no conflict. But listen, all I wanted to do was come up and say hello, and he didn't. Shut up.
Yeah, okay, Migs, you're welcome. Nice to see you, bro. Nice to see you.
Welcome to the panel.
Going on and on, but it's Tyrone's chat, and it's disrespectful to Tyrone. I'm sorry.
I'm going to bring it back on.
Well, I'm not speaking to him, so I don't want to speak to him, so leave me. They're not saying anything to me.
Tell him. Food Toy.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Thank you. I got you, yeah, but calm it down, please.
I am calm. I'm just showing Colin that he's a little bit out of his league.
Oh.
You've taken the wrong approach there with Colin. Colin's a bit more... he's a bit more sort of what's the word, demure than your usual person on here, Futoy. He's not going to match you for effing and jeffing and little silly insults that you've done with him. Be a bit more respectful to Colin.
What he's going to do is interrupt me mid-sentence. I don't like that, Colin. Don't do that and we're cool, all right?
Well, he's not used to talking to dickheads like you.
Oh, the insults. Oh, keep it calm, Vincent.
I can simplify it, Futoy. I can make it a bit more. Put him down
till he calms down, Tyrone, please. Put him down till he calms down. Calm down, Vincent. Come on, calm down.
I've never seen you this outlandish Food Toy, to be honest.
I'm fucking because I'm raging that he went over at somebody's fucking dead fiance.
This is no Operation Food Toy.
And it's not the first time. See, he won't let me finish. It's not the first time. He's recently, well, up to the last, say, year, he's been getting bolder and bolder and bolder, and he doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to go that far with people.
I believe I've calmed down considerably.
No, you haven't. You haven't, dude. You got your head up.
I think what I've done is pinpointed my accuracy.
I asked you a serious question and you couldn't answer it. What has JOJ's dead fiance's height got to do with anything, dude? And you said you had an answer, but you won't give the answer.
I gave you the answer. The answer was it was relevant to the facts that I was giving.
How was it relevant? Saying it was
very relevant. I'm not going to say it here. Futoy, Tyrone, he just wants to bait me on your panel for me to say the disgusting things here. JOJ will be reporting your channel. This is what's going on.
I think it's best not to discuss it myself.
Yeah, I'm happy not to. I didn't come here to discuss it, Futoy. You did.
I didn't come on YouTube to listen to somebody.
You're the one that wanted to thresh out this situation. I will deal with this with the person involved directly if they wish to. I don't need to discuss it with you, Futoy. You're irrelevant.
You brought it. You're irrelevant, and you just think you're the relevant one. Listen, you brought it onto YouTube. You brought that shit. You did that shit. There's consequences for your actions, and they're not going to go away, Vincent.
There are no consequences.
Maybe Tyrone will put me down and kick me off and
all
that.
There are no consequences.
This is
my
not
actions.
the only panel, dude. Right? You're not getting away with it.
Gave an opinion.
No. You go too far when you don't need to.
Well, this is your opinion.
I'm calling.
It's funny how neither Colin nor Tyrone have stated the same. So I'm happy. I'm happy with that measure.
Tyrone did state it. Tyrone did state that he wasn't happy with you saying that he doesn't agree with it.
But he hasn't said it to me personally, Futoy, and he's not getting angry about it. So I'm cool with that. Tyrone has the ability to have his own opinion. He's his own man,
you know. Of course he does.
He's a man of stature around here.
I can't believe you're standing there trying to use every tactic in the book to get away with what you've done.
It's called English language, Futoy.
Now we can be cool. Like, I mean, there's no love lost. We can be cool. All I'm saying to you is
there's not going to be any more emails, Futoy. I've blocked.
Oh no, you're blocked. You're blocked, dude.
I'll give over. I'm not blocked.
You don't have that option anymore. Trust me.
Listen, the camera on shit, Smith. I got it.
Oh Lord.
All I'm saying is.
Do you know what? I'm going to draw a contrast here. There's people that I think are absolute fucking dickshits in this community, and there's people I have a ton of respect for, and Shits is the one I have the ton of respect for.
Thank you. Me and you have spent many an hour watching dwarf porn and enjoyed every single minute of it.
Absolutely. the amount of baby oil we've gone through.
I know. Futoy's just pissed off just because he got rejected for Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? He's still holds the grudge.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God, that got me.
Grudge.
Headshots here. Wow, that
still
really got me.
Grudge.
That really... Listen, man-child. So you're okay with Vincent berating and going after JOJ's dead fiance because that's why I'm here.
Listen, Paddy.
Why are you trying to bring my channel down, Futoy?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to bring your channel down.
He is.
Yeah,
this wouldn't bring your channel down, dude. Don't be silly.
There is an agenda here, I think, isn't there? There is.
Yeah, there's an agenda, so it's okay then. Okay, thanks for your answer, Shits. So according to Shits, it's
What was
okay.
the question? Give me the question, I'll give you the answer.
I did give you the question. Can
No,
I say
honestly,
it?
seriously, I haven't heard the question. Give me a question, I'll answer it.
Do you find it okay that Vincent went after and brought up JOJ's dead fucking fiance into his face into an argument? Do you think it's okay?
How did she die?
I don't know.
I don't either, so I can't answer that. See?
Doesn't matter how she died. So if she died in a certain way, it's okay for
Well,
Vincent
yeah,
to
I mean,
do
she
that
could have
shit.
been a serial killer or anything, and she could have.
No, she was.
Yeah, like matters.
Shit. She's not a serial killer. She didn't do anything like that. She had depression, and she, as JOJ put it, she lost her battle with depression.
Are you a qualified doctor, Futoy?
I never said anything that would.
Okay, so you're just making assumptions there.
What did the coroner's report say?
JOJ said, it said, I can't remember the terminology, but in other, I think he explained it as in nobody can know what was in her head at the time.
No, of course not. You wouldn't. This applies to everyone, Futoy.
Well,
But it's wrong to assume that she was at the darkest part, isn't it?
I think the only person that knows the actual thing is the man himself and the girl involved. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything else is just speculation, isn't it? You know?
Right, and why bring it up in the first place? That's my point. That's all I'm saying. I'm not. Vincent, trust me. I'm not trying to. Wait. Let me finish. I'm not trying to shit stare. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to say, put it in your head. Why do you need to go so far? You don't need to go there. You don't need to go there.
It wasn't said on my channel, but you jumped up and made a point of bringing it up, Futoy.
You see, my point would be,
Vincent is here.
My point would be, Futoy, with
I don't get what you mean, Tyrone.
What Vincent's comments wasn't made on this channel, but you jumped up specifically to bring that point up against Vincent, so to open the debate on it, and we don't want to talk about it.
Nope.
We
can skirt over it, Futoy, if you've got sensible questions.
Well,
we can skirt over it, and I'll give you my reasoning. But if you just want to scream the stark details of what I said, then you're no better than me if you're putting me in any category.
I think we should hand it over, to be honest with you, to the world-renowned doctor, Warwick Davis. We should let Warwick deal with this. And then when he's come to his conclusion, then we can form a view.
Listen, all I'm saying, it's just simple. It's not an argument. It's not bringing down anybody's channel or any of that. All I'm saying is, why go there? The guy had a death with his fiancée. Why go there? A tragedy. Why go there? Why? That's all I'm saying, Vincent.
A tragedy.
That's all I'm saying. Stop going so far, because you've done it a few times
now.
Have I? You're only bringing up one occasion, but I've done it a few times. Give me the other times that I've done this.
Come on. It's all over the years.
Oh, okay. You can't remember then. There we go.
No, it's
is it not true?
I've said it to you before.
Can I just say this? Is it not true, though, Futoy, right? And this is not defending anybody, but you're going to speak truth. Is it not true that you've come across whatever you've come across, i.e. Vincent, and you've found an excuse to pounce and demean Vincent?
No,
because you don't like Vincent. That's the truth of it, isn't it?
No, it's wrong. I do like Vincent.
Yeah.
I don't think you do like Vincent.
Oh, I do. I've always liked
Vincent. He tried to seduce me by email, shits.
Yeah.
I had to give him the old elbow. And pretty much point out that I'm not a gay man. I'm definitely not looking for a relationship with a man. Yeah. And he's been hurt and offended ever since.
Vincent, how do you know until you try it? That's all I'm saying. Listen, I've nothing against Vincent. I get entertained by Vincent as much as
the only advantage to you being gay, Futoy, is that you don't get your kneecaps wet when you stood at the glory hole in the toilet sucking those men off. You don't have to kneel down.
Vincent, please.
Grumps? Are you serious, Grumps? Grumps, are you trying to white knight Vega on this? Don't, Grumps.
There's a comment here. I think it's pretty...
yeah, I just answered it. Yeah, it's not a good...
No, but it's okay for you to use this dead girl as a back to beat Vincent with.
That's my whole point. Grumpy, is that he wants to raise this subject as many times in as short a time as possible. I wouldn't be surprised if some lefty prick was reporting this, or Futoy is actively reporting. Because if you listen to Futoy, he's not even following his own conversation. So I think he's distracted by reporting this panel whilst trying to do some kind of rant.
You see, there he goes again, spinning a narrative. Listen,
it's not a narrative; it's an opinion, Futoy. Do you understand what narrative means?
Well, listen, I was asked a question. And now
my lord! You just refer to every nonsense trope
Tyrone, don't turn down my mic. Tyrone, don't turn down my mic, dude. Don't turn down your mic. Yes, you did, dude.
Much worse said by other people on this platform.
Listen, I was asked a question on screen. I was asked a question on screen. Can I answer it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Listen, Mr. Grumpy, it's not a good look what you're doing. Don't white knight Vincent on this one. He was wrong, and there's nothing that can make what he did right. Nothing. No questions. No whatever. Something about me. I don't have any animosity towards Vega, except that he goes too far at times. He doesn't need to. That's my point. It's a compliment more than anything. You don't need to go that far.
His death threats go out on this platform daily. Why have you jumped on this specifically? That's my question here.
I've never seen somebody make a death threat to somebody.
You've never seen it?
I've never heard somebody make a death threat.
On a daily basis.
Well, that's wrong. Oh, I'll go at them too. No problem.
Yeah, but why haven't you jumped on that? Why have you jumped on this, which wasn't a death threat?
Did you hear the question? Did you hear the answer? Hold on, Tyrone. He asked me a question. Why did I not jump on it? Tell me who did it, and I'll go for them. Shits. I've never heard somebody make a death threat make a death threat. Tell me who they are, and I'll go after them. No problem.
Oh my God! Just get rid of him, Tyrone. If he's going to lie like that, okay. Let's do this really quickly.
I don't lie. I don't lie. I never lie.
Please, Tyrone, if possible. Sorry to sort of.
I never lie.
So, Futoy, how come you have no problem with JOJ talking about the Queen fucking her own dog, about the Queen sucking off her own dog, about animals in general being fucked by humans, by JOJ continually? This man who claims to be so moralistic.
You have to understand, I'm not standing up for JOJ. I'm going to get you for what you said.
Why are you so short-sighted as to only see it in one way?
No short jokes, please.
Listen. I did hear what he said about the dogs, and even though I think it was in bad taste, it's not something.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Why is it not? Why is it not?
It's not that bad, though. Come on.
Yeah, of course it's not.
It's a dog. It's about a dog, and it's obviously not true. Come on now.
Yeah.
But what Vincent did was spin a narrative and make all these things like they're true when he doesn't have a clue about the situation.
Well,
and I don't think it's fair. No, they're not, Vincent. That's rubbish. That's nonsense.
Well, I asked you earlier, how do you know that they're not factual? And you said, well, I don't. I don't. In your stupid fucking Irish accent.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
And I can say that being a stupid Irishman myself.
Another Vincent tactic. Put words in people's mouths. We know. The more you do it, Vincent, the more it becomes apparent. So go ahead.
Afternoon, Futoy.
Hello, Michelle.
Doing this again, hey shit. Futoy, do you remember
I am who I am.
I said, listen, do you remember when I said to you, please, just take a step back and watch? Yeah? You're doing it again. Okay? You are using this to have a go at Vega.
I'm not.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. I'm not, Michelle. I'm not.
Every opportunity to bash him with. I don't
don't.
For you, Vega. Just fucking make this noted, all right? Hey, Tyrone. You do Futoy.
I know. You hear how angry he is, Michelle. Nobody's made him angry here. I need to know what's made him angry.
Michelle. So it's okay what Vincent said then.
Well, why not? It's the truth, isn't it? And it's been said out there on a platform.
It's not the truth. It's not the truth.
Well, isn't it? What bit isn't the truth then, Futoy?
Yeah.
Enlighten
me. He wasn't there.
You wasn't there.
JOJ was there, right?
JOJ wasn't there.
He was in. He was in with. He was.
Have you
There
read
about
JOJ's
situation.
response where he admits that they were taking illegal drugs, where he admits that she was on a mixture of illegal drugs
Fair.
and prescription drugs? Have you read where he said she was living in some shithole in the middle of a field, which was probably not very conducive to her condition?
Have you
read the bit? Hold on. Have you read the bit where he kind of verifies everything I said, but tries to repaint it?
Have you seen his video today?
I couldn't care less.
I've seen something that he's done.
Right.
But I haven't bothered watching.
Right, so what he's come on today, and it almost broke my heart, to be honest with you. I'm a softie,
Yeah.
I'll admit it. But he came on today and he said it wasn't like some tent, 2-man tent. It was a big, huge, proper tent. It had running water.
So it was a big
Listen,
tent.
Vincent,
then.
let me talk.
So it was a big tent.
Let me finish. It had running water. It had electric. He had a cooker.
Yeah.
He had a stove in
Ooh.
there. It was off-grid living, which they were both into.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now she was on a bipolar.
All he wants to do is talk about this, Tyrone.
She was on the.
Several times.
Everybody else is talking about Tyrone. They're asking me questions. I'm trying to answer.
You know you brought it up in the first place.
Yeah, I did, because that's why I came here for Tyrone. I could do it somewhere else. I mean,
What, you sought him out?
I
You
would
sought out
prefer
Vegas
this.
to come and have a word with
It's
him.
somewhere else, 'cause it's just
Michelle, all I'm saying is that sometimes
You can
Vincent
come
goes
on
too
mine
far.
later, Vega, if you want to do
Yeah.
this. I'm going live later. If you want to come over to mine later, I'll make room for you. You can have a panel on mine at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, get on, Futoy.
I'm-
I've made
I'm-
my point. I've made my point clearly. I did it once. It was executed as well as I could possibly
Right,
do
can
it.
I finish
It
what I
a
was saying,
message.
please?
It was a message
Could I
to
finish?
JOJ.
Could I
and I
finish
think
what
we'll
I'm
see a
saying,
difference.
please?
And I think
Let
we'll
him
see a
finish,
difference in his
Futoy.
approach
Let me
right
finish.
now.
Come on.
I
think
was
we'll see
in
a
the middle of a
difference in his
sentence, Michelle.
approach
I was
because
in the
there is
middle of
more.
explaining.
There is more that I know as well, and
Now,
I
I'm
stated
trying
this
to-
to JOJ. Do you want me
You
to
see,
release the
Tyrone,
whole
he's
thing,
talking
JOJ?
about it. He's talking about it.
Okay.
Michelle's talking about
There
it,
we
Tyrone.
go.
So don't have
I
a go
think-
at me for talking about
I
it. They're
think
all talking about it.
JOJ's
Let him
days
finish,
of
Futoy.
I
No,
think
I was in the middle of my
fucking
sentence.
Christ.
I was
you
in
are
the
the
middle.
most
No,
womanly
no,
fucking
you are.
woman
No, you
on
are.
these panels.
I was
Futoy.
describing
Jesus
the
Christ, you're an
situation,
embarrassment.
and you interrupted me. No, you're the embarrassment. You're a shithole who goes too far. Right now, I will finish what I was saying. So they were living off grid quite happily. They got documented by the BBC and everything. Right now, the thing was, she had what's it called? Bipolar something or other.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
and what JOJ said today was they were on weed, and weed is he said he's not a doctor, he's not recommending this, but weed seemed to help her
It does
through
not.
this a lot.
It does
Right.
not.
So
Every study conducted into mental health and weed always concludes the same. Weed exacerbates mental health, depression, bipolar, and anything else. Let's not play those
yeah.
games, Futoy. This is an adult platform where we have to be responsible with adult themes.
yeah, I agree with you, Vincent. But remember, I'm not
Okay.
saying it. I'm just telling you what was said today. Remember that it's not my words. I'm telling you what was said because your narrative is a lot different from this narrative,
Yeah.
right? And he was there, and you weren't. But you
My
claim that
narrative
yours.
remains.
But you
You're-
know that there is three truths, isn't there? Don't forget there is.
Yeah.
Just because he was
Right.
there doesn't mean to say he's actually.
Yeah, but I
Come
mean.
on, come on, Futoy. You can.
But
see
but
that.
but you're
Sorry,
going to listen to
Tyrone.
somebody
Why is this
who.
happening on Tyrone's channel?
So
I thought
you're
this
gonna-
was just one that we would have a laugh on.
So you're going to believe somebody who wasn't there over somebody who was,
I wasn't there, so I make
you
no
turn your
judgment
mic
on it.
down,
I'm just
Futoy?
listening.
right? I'm just trying to say what he said. That's all. Let me do it.
Turn your mic down, Futoy. Give me a bloody headache. Shout
Turn
in.
down.
You're screeching.
How-
People are
how's
moaning
that?
that you're screeching. Come
So
on.
she's not died
How-
from a drug overdose then, no?
Nobody knows. She
Died from a
after-
drug overdose. She
She-
died from a drug overdose. I don't want to go into the details of it.
Where
She
is he? He
died.
spoke about this, Vincent. Can I just ask one thing? Because this is all obviously news to me as well. Was
Yep.
this spoke about over on Jamie's and other channels? Because I don't know anything about this.
No, JOJ's channel. JOJ's channel, and Vincent had a go at JOJ. Oh, whose panel?
Well,
was
how does,
Vincent?
no, hold on a minute. But how does he know about it then? How does Vincent know about it? Because JOJ.
He said he was subscribed to JOJ. Now listen,
No.
but I just want to add before we
that's
get
not
lost.
true.
Hold on. Before we get lost on the topic, last night you said that the pain meds weren't enough, and you were giving yourself a little top up of that narcotic. So Vincent,
I had no narcotics. Don't start this feud. I had nothing. I was on paracetamol. What am I going to do? Get off my face on paracetamol, you fucking dick.
That's not the word you
Jesus Christ.
used. No, it was
had
Narcan.
nothing. We were
or something.
No, we were laughing and joking about I want pregabalins, I want this, I want Valium, I want.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
nobody
do
brought me
that.
any drugs through toy. I had paracetamol.
Hey, I'm only going on what you. I can only go on what you said. You said you're.
Are you aware of anyone ever
you're
having
topping up-
psychotic episodes on paracetamol, Futoy?
But no, that's not the word you
No,
said. You
no,
said
there we
Narcan.
go. Leave that there.
Narcan, you said. You're topping up on Narcan.
Lord.
Yeah, you see the way you tried to slither away.
I'm thinking of
Oh
jumping.
no, I don't know what more to say, Futoy.
Already.
I had a bit of gin. If this helps you, I had a bit of gin.
You had a bit of gin, didn't you? How did you
did.
sleep? Did you sleep all right?
I shit night, terrible night.
Yeah, me too. I only had 2 hours sleep. Fucking hell. Insomnia's a bitch, isn't it?
That's what you said last night.
Maybe
That's what
two
you
lots
said.
of 3 hours.
That's what you said.
Right,
I like him up for a simple thing. Just don't go too far. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Don't do
Well,
it.
I'm not going to use you.
Relax,
I'm not going to use
relax.
you as a sort of a measure of to how I should behave through time.
Right,
Sorry
now-
to disappoint you on this.
Listen, I'm not backing up JOJ, but in fairness, can I just summarize what he said today and leave it at that then, right? Because there's two, like Michelle said,
you're not here
there's
to make
two
food
sides of the
because
story,
anyone
and the
else's
truth is somewhere in the middle, right? So he said that she lost her. I don't
Tyrone,
want.
don't let him
Oh,
talk
don't
the
go over it
whole
all again.
thing here,
She
please.
no,
Tyrone,
you weren't there,
don't.
Michelle. You didn't hear it. You said
Oh,
so.
my
She
No, I haven't
lost.
watched it.
She lost. Well, here, listen. It won't be long.
Let's
I
not talk
stated-
about it any longer. It's
Yeah.
gone on far too long.
I
It's-
stated
you are
very
screeching a
clearly in
bit,
what I
Futoy.
said all of the relevant details, Futoy. If somebody involved, maybe JOJ, wishes to discuss this further, I will go on a panel with him one-on-one.
Yeah,
and
that'd be an
calm, and I
easier
will discuss
solution.
everything.
Yeah.
But I have more, okay? And I have some uncomfortable truths. JOJ won't come near me, and I guarantee you as well, after what I did yesterday, he won't be threatening that large group of people that he's going to put them in prison, and he's watching them, because JOJ has no position to be moral or moralistic.
Why? I don't get that. Why is he all he's become judge, jury, and executioner?
His dad, fucking ponce, absolute ponce,
I'm getting all right with
fucking
Nicky. I
jobless
just don't
weed
like
smoking
him.
bums, the pair of them. Makes me sick. I'm having a day off work myself, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea that just have it out with each other. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's just have it out with
That's
each
the
other.
best thing.
Yeah,
You and him work it out.
yeah. But remember, don't go too far, Vega. People's feelings. Fuck's
Futoy,
sake.
I don't need your.
Oh, Futoy, when did you worry
guidance.
about people's feelings? Pack it up.
When it comes to dead relatives and dead fiancés, come on, Michelle. There's a line. Even you must have fucking admit there's a line.
Well, look, that's up to him to stand up for her then, isn't it?
You know what, Michelle? You went nuts for what Crinkle said, right? It's the same thing, except
What?
there's a dead person involved.
What?
That was relevant to her.
Oh
You're white
my
knighting
God.
some lefty
You're
punts
white
that would
knighting
tread on
for
you,
him. That was-
Futoy.
I'm not white. I'm not white knighting
You
anybody.
are. You're doing it.
I'm
again.
I'm
That's
saying
fucking
to
white
Vincent
knight.
that he went too far. That's my point. Nothing to
In
do with
your
JOJ.
opinion. So
That he gone
that's
too
it.
far. It is my
In your
opinion. Yes.
Thank you for your opinion.
How can that not be everybody's opinion?
You know, we've got Shits on this panel. Shits is a lovely fella. He's very good conversationally.
He is,
He's,
yeah.
he's a
No
love
problem,
a
Shits.
minute. And
He's actually
all we
got
have
his
to
name
listen to is this fucking Irish dickhead. Tyrone, can we switch
Can we
formats?
please not call him
Bring
Shits
Shits
anymore?
in, push Futoy back.
It's not Shits anymore. His name is there. He's put his
Well,
name.
What's
I
his
like
name
Shits.
now? What am I
shall
calling
love
you
him
now?
for being Shits.
His name is
Steve Carter.
Oh, I don't know. Can we not call you shits then? Or we're not allowed?
Of course you can, Michelle.
Anyway, I think I've made my point. Thanks for having me up there.
off you pop.
Thanks for controlling yourself
Total
with the old mute button and
Total
all
off.
that. Right.
Total
So Vincent, I'm always going to be here when you go too far, buddy. It's just going to happen. So just don't do it, and I won't come up and do the shit. Simple.
Just remember, Futoy, you're at my house next week painting my skirting boards. I told you they're not that high. You won't need a stepladder, so don't be late.
Boom.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Chits has jumped off on me. I think you've had enough.
I know. I didn't even get to speak to him.
I made him rage quit. Again.
Oh yeah.
Like that other chap that was here. What's his name?
Futoy is the new panel slayer.
That's right.
You're taking over Vincent's mantle, are you, Futoy?
I am. Nobody could take over Vincent's panel on that. He's too good at it. He's too good at it. Nobody would do that. But hey, would I be a real person if I didn't come up and say, I think what you did was wrong there?
Yeah, you would. People would respect you more.
Maybe you'll think.
This is the crunch.
Maybe you'll
You
think.
haven't got the sense to realise this.
Futoy, this is the issue. When I opened up, I said Vincent was wrong and left it at that. I didn't drag it on and on and on and on like you have.
Yeah.
Oh, how long has it been?
No, listen, if I had to come up and said, listen, Vince, I think you went too far doing that, blah, blah. And he went, yes, you were probably right, Futoy. I probably shouldn't. I don't have to go that far, so I won't anymore. Thank you for bringing it up. It would have been over. But it's not. He's defending himself. He's using all these tactics to make me look like something.
To defend himself,
Yeah.
then?
Well, you can't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't defend that.
He has every right to defend himself when you go at him.
About something that he did, but that was wrong.
You want him to bow down to what you're saying?
No, there's no bow. There's no bow down. There's none of that ego stuff.
At him like a right bitch.
Because he was going on and on and on and not accepting what I'm trying to say to him. I'm coming from a good place with this for everybody. I don't hate anybody. I have no animosity to anybody. Trust me. Not even you, Michelle. Not even Vincent. Nobody. Right? But when I see something that's fucking wrong, that much wrong, I'm going to say something. Of course I'm going to say something.
Well, you're allowed to, but you can say it and have an opinion. What you're doing is trying to force it down his fucking neck. You are.
Michelle, how is it not wrong? Michelle, how is it not wrong what he said? Come on.
Well, because he owns his words.
Why did he need to go there? Why? You don't need to go there. Have a go with him. Have a go at JOJ for being lefty and all those things, and you don't like him and you don't like his father. Yeah, but that's it. Leave it there. You had your go. It's enough. We all still find you entertaining. We all still love you, Vincent. You don't have to go far.
You've actually
I feel very
about it for the best part of 45 minutes.
You're an entertaining, smart, charismatic guy. That's why I'm saying to you.
This for attention. I don't do it for attention. These things come out. They just come out.
Yeah,
of me.
it's something you need
to
work on.
To say. Michelle will confirm this feeling. You have to sometimes. It becomes necessary to say it, whether it offends or not. Futoy.
Yeah, that's too right.
Got to happen.
When it comes to people's dead,
it's like a volcano. Futoy, the details are neither here nor there.
Even Ubers is disagreeing with you. I mean, my God, that says something.
Michelle, let me just read this comment of Ubers. Well done, Futoy. Although it's a pity you didn't say anything when BBA was saying dirty Jews and you were on the panel beside him.
Mr. Futoy is the most hypocritical man.
Ubers, you know, from anybody you know that I support the Jewish community big time.
Can we have a ping pong between the Irish people now? That would be good.
Well, he was saying there that you didn't support him at the time. That's what he's saying. And
I made a whole live. I made a whole live about it. I often, when somebody's being anti-Semitic, but I'm not sure that's the right term because not only Jewish people are anti-Semitic, it seems to be everybody from that area is Semitic, right? But whenever anybody's being anti-Jew, I put that up and I berate people who do it. I do say something.
The original Semitics, Futoy.
Are you backtracking on now?
Well, I would. What's that word again? The fucking word I keep forgetting. It's Canaanites. The Canaanites, for instance, and from the Canaanites came the people who are now the Palestinians and the Jewish people. Yeah. Those people have been in that land for thousands of years. Mm-hmm. No one came first, except the Canaanites.
Judaism
the fucking Greek-owned fucking Vincent. Are we living in some dream world?
Oh, Colin.
Hey, Colin.
Who owned Palestine thousands of years ago? It wasn't Palestinians. Vinny, educate them, please, will you, mate?
It's only in modern history that we've had land ownership, and that's been backed by the legal systems of each relevant
now.
country.
I'll jump down and make tea, Tyrone.
Before then, land was just land.
Good to see you, Michelle.
Even in this country, we were tribal nations, tribal travelling nations.
The way I look at it, land was
hard, Michelle. It's very hard.
Very recently.
Vincent, the more power you had, the more land you could steal off other countries. That's the way I've always looked at it, you know what I mean?
The birth of that place, the birth of Semites was the Philistines.
I've got a solution. I've got a solution.
About Palestine's nothing to do with fucking Palestine. It was Greeks, wasn't it? Original, Vincent. The Greeks
wasn't.
Palestine originally.
It wasn't. It wasn't originally the Greeks. No.
Look at that bunch over there.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking Vincent, lad.
I have a solution. Do you remember when?
No, listen. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't addressing you.
This guy can't help it, can he?
But you're butting in, and you go, I can't speak. No one's letting me speak. I was talking to Vincent. So can I have a conversation with Vincent without you butting in?
Well, we're all on the panel, dude. So, do you remember those two women who brought the baby?
Please, mate.
Was it King David or one of the kings? And both were claiming the baby. So the king said, "We'll cut the baby in half and give you each a half," right? And the real mother was like, "No, don't do it. Just give her the baby," rather than see the baby dead. So that's my solution for Palestine and Israel. Take it away from both of them. Put them in Liverpool and let them have Liverpool.
You know what, lad? Do us a favour. Just shut up and go. You fucking clown. You should be in Billy Mark, Billy Smart Circus at the start attraction, because that's what you sound like.
Oi, calm down.
Yeah, say what you want, you fucking divvy. I'm not interested. I don't want to talk to you. Don't address me. Don't say nothing to me.
Liverpool is a race. Liverpool is a race now.
I don't want to address him. So I'll go back off the panel. I'll come up to speak to you and Vincent. I don't want to speak to this idiot.
Oh, poor. Oh, do you want some butthurt cream? Put on your butthurt. Get that cream right up in there.
Behave yourself, Joy, and I'll be booting you off.
I know, enough's enough, lads. He's abused a lot of us today, and you know what? I have respect for you. I'm saying nothing. I'm trying to withhold.
Tyrone, you can put me down.
And I'll explode, and I don't want to disrespect you, Tyrone.
There you go.
I'm sorry, Ty. I walked away. Like, he's de-escalate. You come back, and the likes of him just won't shut up. I haven't come up to listen to this crap. I've just come up to say hello to you guys.
Well, don't forget it. Well, we don't always get what we want, do we? That's.
Shut up! Don't fucking acknowledge me. I don't want to speak to you. Go away.
I've kicked him off.
I'm sorry, Tyrone, mate. I'm really sorry.
No problem, brother. No problem.
But enough is enough. Yeah. We can't have a decent conversation when I fucking clown like him, yap. There's no education, there's no knowledge, it's just bullshit. Vincent, correct or not?
Absolutely correct, Colin. I'm just going to update my board here that I've got on the wall. I just, hang on, find Futoy's column. Yeah, I'm putting this down as a fail, Futoy, which is in keeping with every other time you've gone on panel. They've all been fails, so could try harder.
Honestly, I'm really sorry, and I don't really lose the plot. I don't. But when I get putting up with that all the time, I can't help it. I haven't come on here to argue with anyone. I've come on to show you respect and say hello to you and Vincent and anyone else who chooses to come up. But when you're getting that, you can't get a word in edgeways, and it's just constantly going on about crap.
I think people saying that he makes a fair comment here. Futoy, how do you think JOJ feels about you using his traumatic experience to have a go at Vincent? Because you don't like Vincent.
But Tyrone,
That's a fair
this
comment.
is what gets me. What's it got to do with you and your channel?
Yeah.
This is where I get angst and wound up. It's nothing to do with you, but it's brought into other people's channels like yourself. And you just want to like have a laugh and talk to people and say hello. And the crap is brought in. I'm sorry. I'm 56 years of age. I'm not going to put up with this crap anymore. You know what I mean? I'll tell people, if you don't like it, we'll do one. But I'll always be respectful to the channel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I agree. I think he was pushing some sort of narrative there. I think he was trying to.
I don't know what he was trying to do. He just wouldn't shut up, and he's saying to me, "Can I speak?" I said, "You've been speaking for 20 minutes. No one can say anything else. Even Vincent. I mean, it takes a lot for Vincent to be quiet. I will say, like,
I never heard him so outspoken on anything at all. So I just wondering what his idea is. Just jumping up and.
I don't know the guy. All as I tried, Tyrone, I just tried to come on and be polite and say hello, and this guy just wouldn't let me get a word in edgeways. I couldn't say hello to you. I could hardly speak to Vincent. He's going wow, interrupting and talking crap that I've got no knowledge about. And in the end, I'm sorry, lads. I just said, "Why don't you shut there?"
Once you meet somebody on panel with the same energy that they're using, it becomes, oh, I'm really low. Fucking hell, Tyrone. Stop. It becomes very unenjoyable for the chat.
You were shouting. I'm just getting a frigging headache.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm moving the microphone.
Vincent, sometimes it's like, who can shout the loudest and be heard the most? You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, I don't want to be like Vincent. You've never heard me like that, but it comes a time you go, why don't you shut the hell up? You know what I mean? And I'll tell them, and that's why I've apologised to Tyrone a few times. I wouldn't want to say it on a channel, but I'm not putting up with that nonsense. Liverpool, shut up, you divvy. You know nothing about Liverpool, so go away and go and play somewhere. I'm not interested. You know what I mean? Especially what happened on Monday morning, mate. I don't want to talk about it, but what the narrative you might have heard is probably might not be the truth. But who knows?
A friend of mine's 2 daughters were there for the sort of the celebrations. Was the from the same day as well?
No,
yeah, of course, because I wasn't.
Vincent,
okay, no, let me.
Liverpool
no, they were there.
Hold on. And the parade was Monday.
I saw video from the match, and then I saw video they had from the procession. So they must have been there
which
for
was Monday.
couple of days. So as soon as it came on Mayor Tus's channel, I said to my friend, because she was here, oh, this is happening in Liverpool. And she says, oh, my 2 daughters are there. And I'm like, oh my God. And she was ringing them, texting them, everything. She didn't hear back until 11:30 at night, about 5-6 hours later. And they were okay. They're in the next street. They're in a pub in the next street, 2 of them. 2 young girls, 20s.
Vincent, it was like Hillsborough. My sister married the husband of Phil, the divorced now, but and he married her on a Saturday when Liverpool were playing away, and then they had the FA Cup at Hillsborough, whatever the game it was, and Everton were playing in the other semi-final, right? Guess where my brother-in-law was? Leppens Lane.
Hillsborough.
Yeah, he got dragged upstairs. He got pulled up. Right, he worked for AC Delco, which he was a draftsman. So in Liverpool, in Kirby, so they make components or design components for Vauxhall cars. You get me, Vincent. You know what I'm talking about.
They do, yeah.
And we had no knowledge of where he was, so you can imagine he's going to be married to my sister a week.
He
got married on a Saturday. He flew out on a Thursday. He went to France to do business, through Delco.
Yeah.
Because he was a manager. And then he flew back into Sheffield and then went to the match. We got a phone call about 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. He's safe. He got dragged out Leppens Lane, got pulled up.
Terrible thing.
Listen, I've been sent loads of videos from Monday. I've not watched them. I don't want to watch them. And what people have said to me, and this is what you don't understand. Oh, fucking Scousers, and there's people talking. He didn't even have a Scouse accent. I said, hang on. Listen, Liverpool are a global corporation. So there's Liverpool only holds about 600,000 people. So there's 750,000 street people on the fucking city centre and down where. So it just makes sense, Vincent. There's a lot of people who aren't from Liverpool.
Of course.
Yeah, but I'm getting people screaming at me down the phone. I didn't know nothing about it till 11:15 on Monday night. I don't watch it. I've got a telly. I don't watch the telly. I'm not interested. I don't watch telly. I don't want to know no bullshit. And you know what? All the videos have been sent from people and kids being trapped under cars. I won't, and I can't watch them.
Well, don't watch them. But I have seen one or two videos myself. I'm aware of a video was released last night where he seemingly is trying to get out of the area. He tries to get out of his car.
Vincent,
then Colin, you've got to give me a chance to say things before you butt in. You've done this 10 times now. Give us a chance.
Sorry, Vincent.
It's okay. So he is seemingly trying to get out of the area safely, and that's just my assumption, nothing more. And he's sort of he's reasoning with all the guys around his car, and then they start attacking his car. And I think, this is just my thinking. His defense is gonna be that he feared for his life and he just had to get away, which is no excuse for fuck all, I know, but that's where it's gonna go.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Go on, Colin.
From my understanding, because the police haven't really revealed any, but what I've gleaned from people who were there, basically, the council haven't blocked off the roads adequately. He's drove down, there's a big crowd, and like if you're in a car, there's a crowd, you want to get through, don't you? Get out the way.
He followed an ambulance through the barriers.
Well, I don't know all this, Vincent, because I haven't watched the videos, but I know he was shouting at people, fuck off, and he's failed a drug test. That's all I know.
Right. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
I've seen the bit of video I seen was when he tried to reverse back, he nudged one person, and they attacked his car. They smashed the back window in. I think it was a lot of panic involved.
Did you see the video with the fellow with the bald head with the blood all over his hands, getting pepper sprayed and dragged that down the floor by the police?
You said you didn't watch any videos, Colin.
No, someone told me, and he sent me a picture. That was the driver, Vincent, apparently, but I don't know.
Okay, I'm not aware.
All I know, well, I've got it, mate. But you know what? I got sent it at 11:15.
Yeah.
And I woke up, and you can imagine my phone was just going.
Well, I'd like to say it's a blessing that nobody was killed. First of all.
And the only other blessing, Vincent, Water Street, where it happened in Liverpool, is down the corner from one of the biggest hospitals in the country.
They couldn't even get them to the hospital. They had to commandeer a building because some of them were too critical to move so quickly.
Yeah. Someone asked me, where's the 4 hospitals in Liverpool where they're all put? And I put, if it's kids, it's older age children's hospital. You won't go anywhere else but there. I say, you've got the Royal.
Was there any neglect there by the police? Because they let the ambulance through, obviously, but why did the car follow the ambulance through?
No idea.
Maybe he was just trying to take the piss and think, well, if he can go through, I'll just jump in behind him, and he didn't get away with it. He took a risk, and he's come up short. You know what I mean?
One of the questions.
Right, Vinny, you know what that reminded me of? Can I tell you something now?
Jesus,
you'll remember it. Hang on, can I just say something?
I dated a woman like you once.
Vincent, you know I love you. Do you remember in the 80s when 2 soldiers, British Armed Forces.
I do. I've watched
drove into that funeral by mistake.
Yeah.
They got lynched and he died. That just reminds what happened.
I watched that video yesterday, Colin.
Yeah, Vincent, to me, that just reminded. It was a mistake that's happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of
the questions I would have is why or what possessed him to think he could drive down the middle of that crowd. You know, you would do everything in your power to avoid that street because, first of all, you might be stuck there for hours. Secondly, it's cordoned off, so therefore you're going to get a ticket. And thirdly, just, you know, I don't know, you're going to upset people. So why did he drive down there? That kind of implies he knew what he was doing to a degree.
Well, possibly, Vincent, but all I'd say is blood test. reveal what was inside him. You might not know what he was fucking doing.
Drugs don't have that much of effect. Alcohol doesn't
It depends
have that much
what
effect.
it is, mate. I don't take drugs, but I know people who've been on the pipe, they've been on the brown, and I've asked them how it affects you, what makes you do, does it make you sleep, does it make you aggressive, what does it do?
Yeah.
So I've asked people, because you know as well as I do, I always said to my daughter, knowledge is power.
Of course.
And I think you know what I mean, Vincent. Knowledge is power. Education, knowledge.
I'm the most uneducated man you will ever wish to meet.
I know, Vincent. I've fucking noticed for the last couple of years, lad. Vinny. You're funny, you lad.
I spent my whole life dating barristers, fucking surgeons, doctors, GPs, all manner of stuff. And I barely got a GCSE, Colin. Barely got a GCSE.
If you want to date a fucking male barrister, that's up to you. I don't want to know.
I've got a CSE in art.
Yeah, well, you know what I used to say? You know, when I was a manager of a care home with autistic and at-risk children, and people used to come from university or college, I used to say, you got a knowledge and fuck all.
Yeah, well, you know, education is not that important. Being able to absorb the world and learn from it is far more important.
Mate, listen, when I was homeless, you know the score, you know what I'm talking about from 2 years ago. My support worker, Vincent, listen to me, mate. I got told, she's brilliant. She's done psychology at university and everything and all this. Right, listen, Vincent, you'll laugh at this. I went, yeah, it sounds, this is our new support worker. And when I spoke to her, I said, how many years did you do psych? She went, well, I've done the first 2 years and I didn't have the 13 grand to pay for the first year. And I would do another for I'd laugh me fucking head off. So
she wasted the first 2 years.
The thing is, Paul, they can have all the education they want, but if they haven't got any what's in of life, you know, it's
they got no fucking sense. That's honest to God, Tyrone. When I was a manager of a care home, any new staff, they worked with me for 2 weeks. They weren't, the only thing they were allowed to do was walk and breathe.
Yeah.
They had to be educated. We had to duty care to these children, and they had to learn the proper way. You know what I mean? Not what they think is the proper way. What was the proper way? You know what I mean? You could, you know, like Vincent, you'll laugh at this. You know, you're working with autistic kids, and I go in the next day because I've had a day off for the first time in about fucking 3 months, and you go, XYZ kicked off. I used to go, what the I used to just, you know what I used to do with the incident report? Rip it up in front of them and go, you better throw that in the bin. Because that's your opinion. That's not fact of what happened. That's opinion. That can go in the bin. Because if you put that into head office, you're getting disciplined. Or I'll discipline you. And just, you can, you know, you don't write what your opinion of what happened. And what the point I'm making, Vincent, if someone who's autistic or whatever is had an outburst, you haven't done your job. You haven't recognised what's
there's another angle on that, Colin, and that is that young boys are currently being vilified for behaving just how young boys generally do.
Well, Vincent, but yeah, I get, you know what, I sort of get what you're saying, but I'm talking about proper disabled kids, not just like little tearaways, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
Right, you two, I am going to close down. I'm going to watch Man United play.
Tyrone's sick of your shit now, Colin.
No, Vincent, you know what, Tyrone just texted me and said, Vincent, don't laugh.
He
said he's got you as a managing director. Can you time everyone else? He doesn't want anyone in the chat.
I'll say your goodbyes, you two. And
Colin, always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, Tyro, Vincent, everyone in the chat, have a great day. Respect.
Cheers,
take care.
And you too, man.
Take care, Colin.
Cheers, Tyrone.
Take care, Vincent.
Enjoy your footy. I don't understand why you would watch footy, but enjoy it anyway.
Well,
Vincent, you know when you come round for a cup of tea, I'll educate you.
I'm bringing an overnight bag with me. I'm going to educate you, Colin.
He's an Everton supporter. He can't educate
Vincent, you can fuck off, right? In fact, you can have a cup of tea outside. I'll lock my door. All right, Vincent, my love. See you soon.
Guys. Thanks,
Cheers, guys. Have a great afternoon.
Yeah, nice one, guys. Have a good day, everyone. Take care.
Cheers. Right then, people, that's me done for today. I was told I'm only doing these for clicks and views. That's why I do them like every few days, not only every fucking day. It's all about the clicks and views. That's a fucking joke, isn't it? Anyway, you've heard what's been discussed. Food Toy's not happy. I said I didn't think it was right what Vincent said myself. I didn't need it brought to my channel by Food Toy. We weren't going to discuss it, but he dragged it on and on. Food Toy. Not happy about that. I asked you several times, but there you go. I'll finish people by saying, make your own minds up on what's going on. See you, Jerry. And make your own minds up about anything discussed on the panel. We're all different. But I will say again, as I said in the start, I don't think that should be spoke about. And that's all I will say on the subject. So I'll finish as I normally do by saying, be kind to those that are kind to you. If they're not, fuck them. As we say in Wales, hwyl fawr, which is goodbye, and I will say diolch yn fawr I chi, and hwyl fawr, and have a great day, everyone, and I hope Man United win today. Hwyl fawr, goodbye, catch you soon, God bless. God bless you all.